Howdy builders, welcome back to 875 North Michigan Avenue. This is going to bring us to episode 6 of our build guide. And in today's tower, what we're going to do is add in some two-bedroom apartments. We already got our structure set up for them. We may have to add a few services in down here in the bottom of our tower. I went ahead and added in our floors because we still only have two construction workers, and I know it takes them a while to add in these floors. So I went ahead and added them in to our tower for now so that you guys didn't have to wait. So we did make a little extra money while we were doing that. I got a little distracted because there was a police chase running by the house, so I had to be nosy and see what was going on. So I let it run a little bit longer. So we have $27,000, but we ended the last episode at like 17,000. So we didn't make too much money more, and I did have it on standard speed, so it wasn't like running full speed like we normally have it when we're running. All right, so let's get in here. We're gonna add in our two-bedroom apartments in this episode. So let's get in here and go ahead and add some of these in so that you all can see those play out. We're going to add our resources in. Again, we want to just go to the edge on hard mode until we get much, much, much more money. We are at a 47, 45 profit per day right now. So keep that in mind that that money can disappear relatively quickly. That's not a whole lot when it comes to profit in these towers. So we really, really, really got to manage our money on this series so that we're not having to go back and back and back and forth, back and forth. All right, so we have a little bit of water and a little bit of electricity. We can open some up. I believe we need cable in here. So we need cable. They expect trash and recycling, so we're gonna have to add a recycling collector in here as well. We need a laundromat and home cleaning. Laundromat is going to, both of these are going to require gas line. So we need to add gas line, we need to add cable line, we're going to have to add in more water and more electricity. So we need to add in a little bit of each one of these right now in order to get going on these two-bedroom apartments. So let's do that right quick. So boom, and we're going to add a water in. And we're just going to take this all, we are going to take this all the way over on this level. I thought we had, there we do. Why is it not letting me? Oh, because we don't have it here. There we go. That connected it. All right, so we have those in there. So we need water. We need electricity. And keep with the small ones early in game for sure. Because if you don't, it's going to end up costing you in the long run. So we need a laundromat. Did I pass it? Yeah, there it is. Laundromat. Which is going to require gas. We're going to put the gas closer to this end for now. And we're going to need I forgot what the other thing was, home cleaning services. I don't know if that requires gas or not. We're going to find out here in just a second. Home cleaning services right here. Oop, I clicked on it too fast. Usually I just place it and see what it needs. Phone line. Oh man, we got to add a phone line in too then. Wah wah wah. But that's okay because it'll benefit us in the long run. So it's okay. The phone line will allow us to build some other retail shops in here as well, and like other services and stuff. So we'll be good there. Let's get our trash and recycling in. This is the first time we've needed recycling. So this is going to be relatively expensive for us to initially set up. But once you start getting this rent in of 362 per day, you're going to feel that in the tower. All right. Oh, we need cable. We need cable still. All right. So there's that. And that. Y'all didn't see that. I just went against my own rule, but it's okay. I just did a video on one of the scenarios, so I got a little carried away just now. I apologize. I was like, watch this. Boop, 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 boop. We got money. We got money. No, we need to watch our money because you're about to see it go down significantly today. Like it's gonna putting all this in is gonna hit us real hard. We're gonna feel it. Whew. Took us half. We made half as much today as we did the previous day. That's how hard it hit. Yowzes. That was. I took a little gulp just now seeing that. Hopefully we get these rented out too. They'll hopefully they rent out quick. Usually initially these two bedrooms rent out relatively quick. What is going on here? They think the rent is too high. Everybody thinks the rent is too high. I mean, you got shops and food. I mean, we got you coffee. Y'all wanted coffee. We got you some coffee. Don't move. What is going on? Okay. Well, maybe they're upset we're putting two-bedroom apartments in. It's not like that. I mean, you have power and everything else. So I think y'all are doing okay. They got better. Y'all gonna get better? I don't know what's going on right now. We have good services for them. Maybe they want recycling units on their floors. I don't know. These folks seem like they was pretty mad. I mean, as soon as their little face turned red, they was out. Did we lose another tenant? Do we not have enough? I mean, we need water and electricity, but we have enough. Electricity, water. Okay. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. They didn't show up like they needed water or electricity. They just moved out. We're not going to rent these out, or we're not going to open these up until we rent some more of these. There's no sense having a bunch of units sitting there ready for rent if people ain't going to rent them, unless we're going to do a rent a roundup, and it's still a little early for that. I'm not ready to do that just yet. I want to get us back to at least 5,000 rent per day. You know what? We might as well, and then we could do a rent a roundup and round up all the tenants. I, they they did not like the fact I just put these in. It's like they were waiting. They were like, "Oh, put another two-bedroom in there. Just do it and watch what happens." Well, we did it, and we saw what happened. They bounced. They threw the deuces. Why do they think it's too high? I mean, I just placed y'all like the day before, and you ain't even been in here long. We need another electricity and another water. Okay, there's that. Maybe that had something to do with it. We need another cable. Oh, we did rent this unit over here. Maybe it's the setup. No, that one's got the same setup. Maybe it's the location. Maybe I like being closer to the elevator. How many people is in this one? Two, two, three. This happens, you all. It's even more frequent when you play harder towers. You gotta really watch your information bar. I have the sound turned off, so I can't hear it. So I really gotta pay attention to this corner to let me know when people are moving out. But if you're playing with sound, you'll hear it. They'll be like, you get the little car tires screeching as they're leaving the building, throwing up the deuces like, I'm tired of this. I'm leaving. Okay. Like, they just throwing up the deuces and bouncing out. Ain't much you can do about it sometimes. You just gotta let them go. All right, so we've rented three more. So we're gonna try to get that 5,000. We're at 3211 now. We did have to add more services, more utilities in down here too. I mean, look at look at our utilities. This is crazy. But this is what happens when you play on hard mode too. We can consolidate it, but it costs just as much. Like this is the same as this. It's just smaller, and this is actually more expensive than this at the same size. So 1250, 1250, 1250. So that's 3750, and then this is 5,000, and equivalent to the same. So this actually costs more than three of these, but it takes up less space. So if you're running a smaller tower, that might be a viable option for you. But in this big behemoth of a tower that we're building right now, it's not going to be any. I mean, we can put a bunch of little ones down here and be perfectly fine. We'll have plenty of room. Let's repair some of these units. Now, I get why they're upset. I mean, their unit is worn down, so I understand. I get you. We coming. We coming. See, that made them happy. Thank you for being reasonable. I like when tenants are reasonable. Let's see the profitability. So they're still struggling to make profit in some of these restaurants, especially this one that serves just lunch. I already knew which one it was. I didn't even have to look. I already knew it was the service just lunch ones because they struggle on the towers that are just residential initially until you get in more retail and bus stops and um, metro stations and all that stuff. When you get more of those in your tower, um, the lunch one does okay, but with just residential, not so much. It'll do a little bit better if you have hotels, but they're more services for office buildings. I don't even know if we're gonna do offices in this particular building or not. I thought about doing a parking garage over here with some of the tower on top of it, possibly, or we may just put a parking garage and just behemoth this thing all the way up as far as we can go, and just put a residential tower in here with a parking garage next to it, and then a hotel over here on this side past this, and just rocket that bad boy up is probably like 30, 35, 50 floors or something, and have a behemoth of um, hotel tower over here as well. Let's do a rent a roundup. Oop, I clicked the wrong one. Let's do a rent a roundup. See if we can get these rented out so we can get our profit back in our building. Because right now we're a little bit less than what we started with. We started at 5,000. Adding the elevators in and the services and stuff took us down a little bit. So this should be able to help us out, get up a little bit higher in that aspect. I do like the idea of doing a parking garage over here. If you if you guys been following along, this is like episode 6. I've really changed my mind quite a few different times on what I want to do. So put in the comments if you have any suggestions. If you want to see the parking garage built in, maybe a few offices on top or something like that, let me know so I know what y'all are interested in seeing. If I do a parking garage, it's just going to be an entrance on the first floor with retail shops, kind of like you would see in the city nowadays. You got the entrance to the parking garage that goes up, and then retail shops on that base floor, leading into either a building or something like that. And then we could even do a skywalk. So at the top of the parking garage, we could do a skywalk, and then have like restaurants and stuff lined up in there, and retail shops up there as well if we wanted to. I think that would look pretty cool. But go in the comments. Let me know what y'all are thinking. Let me know what y'all would like to see us do. I do want to finish this day so you all can see how much profit we're gonna make with all these units rented out, doing that rent a roundup, and then getting all these units rented. If you watch some of my scenarios, you'll see I say this early in the game, don't use those. But in this particular situation where you're playing on hard mode, you use them a little bit more often. All right, so that still only put us at 48.69 a day, even though we rented out 10 more units. So I don't understand exactly what just happened there, but we're going to maximize that more in our next episode. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. In this episode, we added a ton of utilities that cost us a lot of money. Some services. We got a laundromat now. We have a home cleaner in here that apparently needs to dispose of trash and recycling. So we're gonna have to add those in. Let's go ahead and do that real quick while we're talking about what else we did. We added in 6, 12, no, yes, 12, 6, 9, 12, 12 units of two-bedroom apartments in the top of the building as well. And they rented relatively quick, especially once we hit rent a roundup. But you don't always have to hit rent a roundup. You could have just let it play out and did it that way. So if you don't want to use rent a roundup this early in the game, by all means don't. I just did it to get it rented so we can move on to the next episode. But I hope you guys appreciate. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. And I appreciate you all watching this video. And I will see you all next time. And I hope you all have a great day. And you all are awesome.